always stop to look at the needlepoint chairs, and I don't know why. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and I got a chance to stop at the thrift store, and this immediately caught my eye, especially since there's another one a couple of chairs over. I can't see the price here. It was $6 or $7, extremely affordable. This one is a different flower, a different background color, and these both looked old. The Okay, it's old 50 years when my mom was needlepointing one of these, but the chairs are the same. So, did someone have a mismatched set of needlepoint dining chairs? Did they put old needlepoint on a set of matching chairs, or are these old? I have so many questions, and I think mismatched needlepoint chairs sound like a lot of fun. I found milk glass. This one is really pretty. I love textured milk glass. If it has facets or it has hobnails, it is going to make my heart go pitty pat. Not so much with some of the grapes and the florals. Love the fruit bowl. I was very tempted by the fruit bowl. And as I walked down the aisle, I had been down this aisle already without the camera on. There's some other milk glass here, and there's some stuff that at first glance might look like milk glass, but definitely isn't. I think you develop milk glass radar, kind of like you can pick up a quilting fabric or a yarn and know without touching it what it's going to be made out of. I have several of these decaled pie plates. I have never seen a cake plate before. And I'm really kind of intrigued by it. I like the idea. If I find one of those at an estate sale for the right price, I might need it. This is the most pretty frilly milk glass I have ever seen. If it was a deeper bowl and could hold needlework scissors, although who would ever have that many pairs of scissors? I'm sure some of my friends do. I like that one, and I don't think I'd ever seen that mold before. Molds or ceramic, what do we call it when it's milk glass? Coming up here in a second, we have got, what do we have? There is a chicken that is definitely not milk glass, and I thought it was closer on the shelf. There it is. It's a ceramic chicken. I have a ceramic turkey. Not milk glass, but it was pretty and inexpensive, and I'll figure out something to do with it. And the apple. I thought for a second that this might be milk glass, but nope, it's just boring white ceramic. Why does it matter? If you like the look of it, does it matter what it's made of? And I keep seeing these milk glass pear plates at, I swear, every thrift store. I couldn't tell you why I like this little blue and white cow, but I do. It is just adorable for some reason. And it's big. I've been seeing more and more hand painted ceramics lately that seem to come from the late 70s, early 90s when my family members were painting ceramics. They're a lot more vivid than the ones I remember. Here is Blue Boy and his buddy, the Brontosaurus, and the color is so close, I can't figure out if somebody painted both of them or if they're unrelated and somebody just decided to stick them next to each other in the thrift store. Either way, they're entertaining. Grandma had paintings of Pinky and Blue Boy in her house when I was growing up, so they always catch my eye. My son wanted to know if this was a pen holder, and yes, it is. And judging by that original price tag, it's a whole lot newer than I would have guessed that it was. We still stop at some gift shops in our travels that they are still manufacturing the same stuff that they were manufacturing decades ago. People must buy it. A little kid with a flashlight. I never quite figured that one out. And I almost squealed when I saw the little mice in their walnut shell beds because 7-year-old me had one of these in my collection of cute little ceramic critters. I don't know why these have 3 holes. The one hole on the bottom is the pour hole from the ceramic mold, and I don't know what the other two are for. If you have an idea, let me know in the comments because I'm a little bit curious. If the craft section is empty, I love looking at the bric-a-brac, especially if there are things that people made, because that is always more fun than the mass-produced collectible stuff. Look at the dollhouse. I have been seeing all kinds of plastic dollhouses remade into Halloween houses. Wouldn't this thing be glorious? I wasn't seriously thinking about buying it, and if I had been, that $75 price tag definitely would have scared me off. But there have to be a lot more of these out there in the wild, and hopefully sometime after I learn to paint plastic and decorate dollhouses, I'll find the right one at the right time for the right price. Is a sewing machine not as exciting as I would like? They're generic old sewing machines, and then there are fun old sewing machines, and this one's not quite either. And of course, the crop of new white singers, because every thrift store has got to have half a dozen of those. I'm a little saddened by the price of zippers. They want 95 cents each, which compared to buying a new zipper at the craft store is a great deal. But these aren't new. They're not made of the same stuff. They're not guaranteed to even open and close properly. I need some waste canvas for something, and I could not remember what, and there will always be more waste canvas in the thrift stores, so when I remember why I needed it, I'll buy some then. Found some vintage cross-stitch kits and some vintage ribbon embroidery kits. I was hopeful when I saw the Bucilla and Janlin logos, but what I found when I leafed through them was a disappointment. The flowers are pretty, I will give them that. If I did not have so many other things to stitch, I might have been tempted by those, but I am not in the market for a birth sampler, and I am definitely not in the market for whatever this is. There are a few cross-stitch projects out there that are less my style than that. I've been wishing that I had more of this Premier Nordica yarn, but I am not entirely sure what I have no idea what dye lot mine is, and I'm not entirely sure if it is that colorway, although I think it is. And at the prices this thrift store want for yarn, I wasn't in the mood to take a gamble. It was fun looking at the milk glass and fun looking at the ceramics, and I really like those needlepoint chairs. Someday I'm going to get a new dining room table, and if it doesn't come with chairs instead of keeping the ones that I have, I might start collecting the needlepoint variety. I wonder if I could convince the rest of the household that that's a good idea. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and I'm having fun thrifting in the first few days of 2024. I'll be back with you with more videos soon and hopefully more fun thrift store finds.